BS. It's just like, welcome to Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, it's like, here, like Stripe and all that BS. It's just like, yeah.
Hello and welcome to Tucson, Arizona. Randy, joined today by Nick. First time in like 2 months.
I know, it's been a while. Hello, everybody.
It's been a while.
Zach. Sorry.
What's up, man? So I was telling you the other day, you were asking me, because I haven't talked to you much lately, about the Shaw.
Yes.
Did you see the plunger?
I saw your picture, but I hadn't actually looked at it. Looked at it. Can I touch it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to touch it.
So that's my Eddie Hall plunger
It's so
with
cool.
super glue on it.
It's so cool, dude. It's so funny.
That thing makes me so happy, dude. You have no idea.
Did you already tell the story?
I might have in like a live, but I can do this and go camera and screen, and because it's my content.
You have content. Wait, this goes online? No, I'm kidding.
Oh no! So this was me recording this. That's Tom Sultan's cameraman. I've spent a lot of time with him. I took his job last year. That's the super glue.
That's so funny, dude.
So I left all my stuff in the truck because we were fixing to go grab lunch. So then he goes to walk by me, and I start talking to him, but I didn't record. I just put my
After
phone
screwing
on.
with Nick Best and sticking a different plunger on his head without glue on it, Eddie Hall signed the plunger and gave it to me. So I've got a signed plunger.
It's so freaking cool. Hey, that's the pictures of me.
Yeah, it's the most random. Like, dude, every year I go, man, the weirdest stuff happens to me. And that was by far the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
Look at that, everybody. 66 subs. He's getting there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's like since I've been back.
Yeah.
I came back from Colorado with 47 subscribers. And I needed 50 to go live. And let's see, that 47, then he was 48. Yeah. So I had 47. And then my kid was talking to me. He's like, hey, I'm having a hard time finding your channel because, again, I'm so small. You have to type in the @ in order to find me. And that's how it is for all small channels. So until they start getting pushed by YouTube and then you blow up. So I showed him the QR code because every YouTuber has a QR code. They just got to know how to find it. So I showed him that. He started following me. And that was the day after we got back. So we got back like Wednesday at like midnight or something. Thursday night, he started following me. And I was like, yeah, it sucks because at a certain point, I wanted to go live.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to go live. And it's like, you have to have 50 subs. Try making more shorts or whatever. And I was like, fuck. So I wish I'd have known that before going. So if you're starting a YouTube channel and you're still a small channel like me and you're watching this, you need 50 subs before you can go live, which sucks. So plan ahead accordingly. So I make that comment, and then Friday afternoon I come in here to do more editing because I still have hours of content, dude. I've got like 2 hours on that camera. I've got a couple more hours on this camera, which are now on the computer, that I got to go through, assign, and then edit together into a video. So I got so much content still. But I came back out and I had like 54.
Yeah.
So I was like, yes! And that was the day my channel turned 1 year old. So then I did a live. I did 2. And that took a while to figure out how to do that because it's not straightforward.
Yeah.
On your phone, it just go live. But on a computer, I got to see where it says start streaming.
Yeah.
Up here. You guys watching this can't see it. But my control board says start streaming. You go to start streaming, click on that, and then you have to actually build a stream. You have to add a description. You have to, is it 18 and up or not? Like, is it made for kids? Do you want it blocked for 18 and up? Like, all this other stuff. And then see the studio section.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to start live, you build all that, and then your YouTube studio pops up, and then that starts showing you how many people are watching it. You can start watching all the algorithm while doing that, which I don't care enough about that. And then you come over here to Docs and bring up the chat, and then this is where I can watch my live chat.
That's cool.
So then I can actually bring that over here, and now it's on the screen.
That's cool.
So there's so much like that goes into I know. And then it took a while to figure out how to add the desktop audio.
Mm-hmm.
So every time we ever made a video where I pulled something up to play, only we could hear it through the mixer, like through the headphones. It never actually went through on the video being recorded.
Yeah.
So I found out now how to finally add that, because this was always here, but it wasn't making the connection. So now literally every time I play something on this TV,
They
so
hear it?
again, you guys can't see this, but I have a 42-inch TV here and a 32-inch main monitor. Everything I play here, if my mixer's on, plays through the headphones. If it's not, it plays through that TV.
Nice.
Because of the way it's tied through the mixer. So yeah, it just so much to learn, bro. I have so many notes on like how to get started that every YouTuber I've ever watched, like, just start making videos, which is why I always bust your balls that you got a whatnot. I'm like, just fucking start. It's because that's all what it is, dude. You just got to get going. Like, I can't believe I've got 66 subs.
I can.
Like, took a year, but I have 66. I'm like, I can't believe 66 people were like, I like what this guy's doing, to some degree or another.
Well, I can because you have other people on here, not because of you. I'm just kidding.
But dude, really, like, for real though, a lot of it's the shorts. Look at that, 13,000 views.
So what can, and I'm sorry if this is like a strange video for you guys, but I'm still learning this stuff too. What makes it a short? Like how length of it?
So you have, if I remember right, I'm going to be I might hit or miss on some of this because I'm still learning too. I think 3 minutes or just over 3 minutes. Maybe it's 3 minutes and 20 seconds is your time frame, but that's not the only thing. I've uploaded other videos that are within that time frame that didn't go up as shorts. This is a minute 44 and this is not a short.
Okay.
So notice I've only got 13 views on that.
That's what I was thinking. Is
And
there's got to be
then-
something else.
I re-edited it and now I've got over 1,000 views on that same video.
Ah.
Same video. It's because see the layout of them all?
Yeah.
They're all from the perspective of a phone. Like pretty much all of this was recorded on a phone, except this wasn't.
Gotcha.
This video was not recorded on a phone. This was on my GoPro. But I had to edit it down to a phone's 9:16, I think, frame. So it has to be a frame because shorts are designed to watch on a phone. It has to be compatible with a phone's ability.
And that's what I was getting at when I was asking
So
that question.
you
'cause I
have
know it's not
time
just length.
frame and framework. So I had to go through, edit this because it's actually part of like a 20-minute video. I had to clip this part out, and that takes time. And then I had to take that clip, run it through my editor, and change the format, the video format.
Gotcha.
And then upload it to my computer, and then upload it to Shorts. So like this one video took me about an hour to post.
Now, if you were really good at it, how long do you
Time
think
for
it
a
would take?
race.
I was really good at it.
Little drag action.
5 minutes, maybe 10.
Okay.
Because of the length of the full video.
Yeah.
Going through it, finding exactly where I want to start and where I want to end.
Sure, I'd juice you up.
And I was just
And
asking.
then formatting. Realistically,
That's
once I get good at
versus-
this,
No
Be all
J.
10
2S?
minutes, dude, maybe.
No
I don't
J?
even know
No
if it'll take
J.
that long. Maybe
Call it.
5.
3,
Sorry, I'm
2,
watching.
1, go.
And then this
She
actually.
jumped the start. And then she ran right in front of me and we were on the track by like a lot.
I'm so sorry.
Jackie was just on watching.
No
on
Jay
YouTube,
is still alive.
and yours popped up.
Nice.
She didn't
But I
search
ripped
for
off
it.
the
Now, mind you,
spoiler.
she's looked up your videos before, and it brings up
Oh, please.
content from people you've watched. So I know that's
I
part of
broke
it. But she got super stoked because she's like, "Oh my
Thank
god,
you,
that's
sir."
Tanya! That's Tanya!" She got super
awesome.
stoked, and so I had to
She ran
she
right in front
rewatched
of
it and
you,
let me
lost
watch
the
it. And I was like,
spoiler.
"Oh, that's cool." But
I'm hearing that.
yeah,
Was it this video?
it was that video
Dude,
right there.
This
Whoopsie
video is
daisy.
the longest one. The
I
longest.
won
This
now.
is the most
won.
effort.
I only saw the last part though because she like went back a couple of seconds and went and rewatched the whole thing. But she was like, "Oh my god, that's Tanya!" And like rewound it, and I was like, "Really? Let me see." And so I was like, "Oh, that's so cool."
Yeah, so this was my favorite. Was
That's
one of my
just
two
a little
favorite
spoiler.
rest
Yeah.
stops in Colorado. There's two very similar, right down the road from each other.
I
They
think
both
I'll
have
let you go
water,
first.
beautiful grass everywhere, and beautiful sidewalks
Well,
and
it's
stuff
'cause
for the RCs.
I hit the chimney before it could go.
And now it's full of homeless people. I'm just kidding.
Shouldn't be.
No, I mean
Right?
now it is because you said it's your favorite. I'm
Yeah,
just-
right.
All 66 of them. I'm just kidding.
So yeah, bro, this one, I would like to see all of my shorts hit these kind of numbers.
Yeah, that's cool.
13,000. Yeah, bro, Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, that's honestly, I'm super jealous you got to go there. That's one place
Hi,
I've
I'm Randy,
never gone.
Tucson, Arizona. RCs, Mount Rushmore.
And it's not that far.
It's like,
Well, I'm comparing it to like Rome, Italy,
yeah.
Greece. Like,
Like I say, because it's about 14 to 15, depending on traffic, to get to where we go in Loveland. And then this is another 5.5. This is about $20 drive.
yeah.
But when you're already mostly there, like it's really not even long drive.
Driving never bothered me anyway. Hey, look, it's Tanya in real life. Oh. We're watching the video of you guys. Yeah.
We're recording, but I'm showing him videos.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, woman.
Oh my gosh. Off subject, but Trevin said something like that to Jackie the other day. He's like, okay, woman or something. And she's like, no, we're going to stop that right there. And I was like, okay, I guess I can't joke with that word anymore.
He gets it from somewhere. The first time I heard him say "your mom," I was like, "Nice."
that was all me.
You're a bit young. And then this was the first video I made on my trip, and my X-Max broke during filming of this. After spending 3 days fixing it right before we left, and the smallest part in the truck broke, so I didn't get to use it the rest of the day.
So, because shorts do really well,
They do.
we should do a day one of these days that I can come over. Just do like 15, 20 shorts. And that way you can post them as you go, but like
I'm down,
we'll have
dude.
to plan them out because obviously we don't
Randy.
know what we're doing on this one.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just talking.
I never do. That's the whole thing, man. I think there have been 3 videos, realistically 10 of my, what do I have? 117 videos. I might have 10 or 12 that I ever planned. That I was like, I know exactly what I'm doing today in this video.
So
This, I knew what I was doing. So that's my brother-in-law, Command
Yep.
Master Chief. These ones are all fly. I mean, RC stuff, I never know exactly what I know I'm going to do it.
Trenton.
Yeah, Trenton. But even here, I didn't know what we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
We just started talking about strongman stuff because I was getting ready to leave, and then just kind of rolled with it. And then a bunch of other stuff happened. Mental health, it sucks that I only got one view because I specifically sat down to make this video. I was still figuring out setting up my N64 to game, so this was a fun video.
I love Worms Armageddon.
And this is special edition Worms.
You talking about video games lately on Amazon 2 or 3 nights ago. I was sitting there and I was like, I don't have the connector from regular Nintendo to HDMI. I do now. I love Amazon. I was sitting there and I was like, Randy's been talking about playing old games because I was thinking about Worms Armageddon. It came up, Worms came up, so it popped in my head, and I was like, I'm gonna buy the adapter right now. Like I just got on. and bought
I've
it.
got so many, bro. Like I currently have the N64 hooked up to the TV through the adapter, which is the same one that should work for every system I have over there because they're
Yep.
RCA. The only system I need to get the adapter for that I can think of off the top of my head right now is for the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, the Sega's
because
different.
that's the pin, the multi-pin.
Yep.
So I don't remember if I bought it or not. I might have, dude. I forgot I bought the one for the PS2. I went to buy it again the other day, and I was like, "Oh, let me go see. I'm pretty sure the PS2 I have out right now needs the adapter. Let me go check." And then I was like, I bought it. I've yet to open it, but it's over here. Like I have the adapter already for the PS2.
I just bought it because what I want to do is find new stands for down. We got that one, but I need like 2 of those for all the stuff we have.
Yeah.
So and that one, I got it for $230 for a TV stand, which is taller and deeper than a normal one. So
Yeah.
I was okay spending a little bit more money on it. It's $640 now for the same one online, from 2 years,
Nice.
not even 2 years ago. It was December. I bought it in December of last year, not even a year old, and it's already gone up to that. And I was like, all right, I'm finding 2 other ones that are going to be cheaper than the $600 one, and I'm going to put 2 in there, and that way I can put all the games and stuff downstairs so that everything's right there. And that's my
Mine
next
currently
goal.
half of mine are right here on the shelf by the TV because I just started bringing them in because I was gonna start seeing what I have, what I needed in order to start playing them. And that's when I realized the Sega. But yeah, dude, my new Chromatic. I fucking love that Chromatic, bro. That's why Game Boy games are right here.
Yep. I actually saw them. There's some over there too.
Yeah, so I got I've been playing, I've been replaying. I'm getting really close. I'm in the second to last dungeon of Link's Awakening on Game Boy, so I've been playing that a lot.
I just beat that on the Switch.
Yeah, but it's playing on a Game Boy. It's like
It-
original
it's
Game Boy.
different,
It's
yeah.
so much better. Because Link's Awakening was one of my favorite video games ever made.
It was fun.
That one made
Trevin's
it work
almost
one
done
day.
with it.
So yeah, and then another N64 video. These are trading card stuff. Yeah, the video game ones, I knew what I was going to do mostly because they were testing to see if I could get everything to work.
Yeah.
And on these, like none of my audio is through from the game, so it's just me talking or me and Richter talking because I can hear it. So I didn't realize it wasn't recording.
Yeah.
And then Xmax build videos.
What are those ones?
These are the Pokemon card openings.
Oh, okay.
I was
you
trying
put the
to-
titles on them?
Yeah, Pokemon Strongman
Oh,
video games.
no, I mean the pictures.
Yeah.
Oh,
These
cool.
are thumbnails I made. I was going through trying to emulate, like trying to create thumbnails, and so like that's Strongman and Pokemon. So it's a Strongman, like fighting a Pokemon.
Well, honestly, if they were doing a little better, I would probably do a couple more, but it doesn't
I
look
think
like
they
they're doing-
will once I start getting. It all comes out
Yeah.
of followers, bro. I need people watching.
Comment if you want another one, and then I just got some ETBs and stuff. So if you guys want another one, comment on this one and say yes, and we want more Pokemon, and I'll bring some over and do some. If not, that's cool. I don't have to do them.
So see me like the snake. Like I wanted to talk about the rattlesnake bite.
Yeah.
But that was the second time we had to do it because the first one didn't record properly. Yeah, my Mustang opening. Yeah, dude,
know.
it's crazy looking back. It's less than a year, dude. This is last winter.
I was
Like-
talking to Jackie, and she said that one of the things that might help is like you talk about your travels.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, talk about Italy a little bit. Some of the stuff you did there, like some of the cool stuff we did, and just like the restaurant that we went to, and those guys didn't speak English. She was like, talk
Well,
about
see,
that
and
stuff. And I was
stuff like
"Man,
that would
maybe."
make for great shorts.
Yeah, and that's because they're not long stories. Like there was a lot of detail, but I'm not gonna bore everybody with all of the details. But they were cool. Like it was a good experience, and it give some people some positive stuff to listen to. Try to stay positive.
Yeah, I wish I was like the strongman stuff. That one, like, dude, that's not even a short, and I got 205 views.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like,
It's because people like it. It's honestly I've
and I've
know
been
very
learning
little
well,
about it.
hashtags is another thing. Hashtagging everything properly.
Oh yeah,
That's been the thing I've been learning. That's been one of the things I've been focusing on the most. Like, look at that,
Yeah.
4.5.
Caribou.
Oh, this stuff's so smooth,
caribou.
dude. It's so good.
Canadian.
Is-
we know how to make our wieners.
Caribou blood.
Caribou
just
blood. Dude, this whiskey's so good. Yeah, he came back with more RCs.
If you want, we can pause it and start another one.
Yeah, well, I actually, now that I've upgraded this stuff, I can pause it.
Oh, well, we're gonna pause.
Stuff's so good. Let that
Ooh,
ice
that is-
melt a little bit. and
See,
it
that I
gets
could
it-
drink straight.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
That I could drink straight. I mean, it's still
She
a
bought it
little
for
harsh.
me like a week ago. Let that ice cube melt. She
Yeah.
should have put 2 in it.
Ah.
Let that cube melt, and it really mellows it out,
Mm-hmm.
and it changes the tones. That's the thing with whiskeys, man. Like, you get me into an autism about it. Whiskey changes depending on what you do to it. Cold whiskey is always going to taste different than warm whiskey
Mhm.
versus hot whiskey. All 3 temperatures was going to change the flavors and bring something different out. 1 cube or neat is going to just give you the raw.
Yeah.
1 cube is going to mellow it out just enough and change the temperature just enough to bring out different notes. And then I like to do 2 cubes or sometimes 3, depending on the whiskey, just to try to bring out. I like to find where that whiskey is that I like it the best.
Mhm.
and then replicate that. And so far, generally, most whiskeys are best with like 2 cubes.
Well, honestly, that thing that the guy said, rubbing that on the back of your hand,
Yep.
so you can smell the barrel,
Yep.
stuff from the barrel.
Dude,
It
that
actually
stuff's
changed.
so good.
I told Stephanie that, my sister-in-law. She went home to her hubby Blandon. I got them some stuff.
Black Brandon.
Yes, and I got them both a small bottle of Delbach
Mhm.
to take home. Her and Robin, so they could take them to their hubbies. And I told him that. And
Little Chris?
Blandon was in the background. He's like, "Dude, that is so cool." He's just smelling his hand. I was like, "Yeah, but yeah, you can smell what's in the barrel. It's actually pretty cool."
Watermelon and fried chicken.
I love that guy so much. That'd be fun to have him here.
I'd love to have him here,
Yeah.
dude, because he's so high energy. That's the
He
thing. That's
is.
the other thing. I need co-hosts that are like high energy.
I know. I've got to start upping my energy, and it's not just
Yeah,
for your
like,
stuff.
You
I
need to do
it
like
for
a
mine.
bunch of cocaine and then come over here, but not with fentanyl. in it. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
fentanyl goes the
I was
other
like-
direction.
I was like, wait.
You need
Just kidding.
clean, crystal clear Colombian spring cocaine, and no fentanyl. Fentanyl's gonna do the exact opposite. I don't need y'all folded over, standing here folded over in my way.
That's
I got
one of my
shit to do,
favorite
bro.
parts of Deadpool 2, when they're just giving all the names for Coke. Coke and
Yeah,
they're just
Peruvian
going
marching
over
powder.
and over. She's
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
He's like, nope, can't see that. Nope, Disney said no.
Yeah, Disney said no.
So,
All right, we're gonna pause. We'll be right back. We'll hang out with Butchie. And we're back.
Hi,
Sorry.
guys.
Not that you realize how long we were gone. We were gone a bit.
it's been 6 days. I'm just kidding. So,
You had to dig out this shirt.
my wife wanted me to ask a question for this.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, okay. What's a mistake you're glad you made?" And it can't be about having unplanned kids.
Bro, I had an answer ready to fire off. A mistake I'm glad I made that
Yeah.
has nothing to do with my kids. I've probably got a few.
That's a loaded question, because there's a lot of things that I did that I thought were right, so I don't really know if it was a mistake.
No,
It
there's a
turned
lot
out
of
bad
things,
and then good in the
there's a
end.
lot of decisions I made that I knew were wrong. Like
Yep.
I knew were bad. I knew there were mistakes as I was making them. And in retrospect, for the outcome, I'm glad that I did them.
Mhm.
But I still I've literally lost sleep over them today, like still because I made them. Like, do you think that'd be a good answer? Is
Yeah.
that, all right. So in high school, I got into all the wrong shit. I've talked about it a couple of times. I'm very open about all of my nonsense because it's the only way for me to hold myself accountable.
Mhm.
Like I'm never bragging. So if I'm telling a story on this when we're hanging out, and we might be laughing, but it's not that we're bragging. It's we're shining light on the stupid shit to let other people know, like to relate.
Yeah.
So I'm a very successful man now, and I shouldn't be. So in high school, junior high, really, in grade school, I was bullied heavily. Like I had like 2 friends. Like people were just generally shitty to me, and I had zero self-esteem because my mom left. Like I was a very low, like emo kid, and I just didn't wear like all black and wear makeup and shit. I never
Yeah.
got into that. I never got into the aesthetics, but I was very much an emo kid. Heavy music, like just dour person. So I faked all of my like bravado to make up for it. Everything was fake. No self-esteem, no drive, didn't give a shit about anything, didn't care about grades. And then junior high hit, and apparently I turned into a cute kid, and a lot of girls started chasing me and gave me something I didn't have.
Cute for Marana.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm like a
Hollywood 6.
dude,
but,
I'm like a prison 7, like
but a Marana now.
yeah, but I'm a Morena 9, bro. So, like, girls started chasing me, and that was the first time anyone ever like flirted with me. Girls started making out with me, things like that. Like, I became like, meat, and I'm cool with it. Like, I'm not complaining. I guess I can take that back off.
Oh, yeah.
So I like started chasing that clout. Whoops, that's not what I wanted.
Zoom.
Back to scale to window. I was trying to do this other thing that. So I got into like chasing that like feeling of people thinking I'm cool and thinking that I'm attractive and all that, and I'm fun and I'm funny. Like I started chasing drug, those dopamine hits, man. And by high school, I had swung so far from being bullied, having no self-esteem, to being like king shit, as it were, and gave up on all my grades, didn't care about any of that, was still just chasing clout. And that led me into hanging out with all the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
And I started doing a lot of drugs, which led me to selling a lot of drugs. And I regret all of those decisions. But I'm also happy I made them, because it made me, I was already kind of street smart. Like, I was already pretty like survival, like, but then I was raised by cops, and they taught me a lot about like paying attention to my surroundings and like reading people. And then I started hanging out with those people, and I could really get a bead on somebody. So because of all of those decisions, I get a really good read on people fast. And I can tell, like, oh, you're full of shit. Like, you're just a liar. I don't need to waste my time with you. Or you know, like, I can tell if someone's laying it straight. I can tell if someone's trying to make stuff up to be cool. Like, I can just read a lot about people. And it's made my circle small, but my circle's tight. Like everyone in my life I can rely on. And they're not going to bring bullshit to my life. And they know, I hope they know, I'm also not going to leave shit at their doorstep either. Like, but if they need me, they can rely on me. I hope my people know that. And that's how I feel about my people, like my circle. So, like, I think that's one that comes to mind because it's on my mind a lot.
Yep.
Like, I constantly I've become an introspective person through all of this as well. Mostly just through having a shitty marriage and then a nasty divorce. That made me look at myself and go, what's wrong with me? Because I realized even into like 25-year-old me, I was still carrying a lot of that bravado and bullshit. Like, I was still acting like I was bigger than I am and not just physically, just I was like, oh, yeah, I'm this great guy. My emotions ran deep. Everything bothered me. I was easily offended. Like, going through all of that and then the shitty divorce, so they kind of tie together because we started dating when I was still a drug dealer. Like, all of that has made me a more open-minded person. Generally speaking, I mean, you know me really freaking well, so like, I don't want to be like, oh, blanket statement, but
no.
Generally I'm a less argumentative person today.
You are?
I listen more. I like to learn things. So even if someone I already disagree with how they live starts talking, I'll listen and I'll converse. And even if I don't change my mind, I will have the conversation. So generally, those decisions that I made, I'm not happy I made them, but they have done me good in
the
long run, dude, especially like work. Like, I can handle dealing with everybody. Like, it throws people, especially my wife, off, who's like a bubbly, outgoing extrovert. And I'm really not an extrovert.
Yeah. No, you're
but
not.
I can be.
Yeah.
Like, it's very weird. I'm an introverted person. I just want to be left the hell alone, one or two people at a time. Like, I don't want to go out and do stuff. But I've become able, because of those decisions, to just be like, talk to anybody at any time about anything, and generally have a good time doing it, and like and leave with me and whatever stranger I talk to having had a good time talking or hanging out or whatever. So I think that's one, because that one sticks to me, dude. Like, I regret so much about what I did through junior high and high school especially, and then even as an adult after high school, because I didn't get my shit together until like my mid to late 20s. Like, I started my career in my early 20s, but because the economy, it put that on pause, and I had to do other shit for a living. But even those things, like, have helped further my career, because now I know more. But I think that the ones that really stick to me that are true regret was pissing high school away for the wrong shit. I am a rare case, though. I escaped all that. Like, so many of my friends, people you knew, I don't know if you ever considered them friends.
Some of them, like James, I did.
Like, but I mean, you watched them fall off.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude got hooked on meth. Like, fortunately, whatever it is, I don't have that addictive personality. I have the fun, I'll adventure and try this stuff, and I enjoyed a lot of it for a long time, but I walked away from all of it, and I never, like, I don't know what it's like to go through withdrawals.
Yeah.
Like nicotine, yeah, I go too long without nicotine, bro, and I start
Edgy.
that's a chemical dependency for sure. But but like coffee, man, I love coffee, but I can go a long time without drinking it. Like this is the first soda I've had in quite a while, and I mean, you came over my house a couple of times when I wasn't drinking it for months. And you're like, oh yeah, you don't have soda. Like I just drop things just to drop them.
Yep.
Like I'm like, okay, like that's
Your willpower
that's
high.
yeah, that's too much sugar for my body. I'm trying to lose weight, like because I'm not training anymore. Like I decided that my dreams of being a strongman are kind of over. I'm too old, too beat up,
Dude.
Like
On that really quick, I know you're still going, but just because you mentioned it, I saw a picture of you about 4 years ago, I think it was, and you were like so thin compared to right now. Like I was like, holy cow, that is a different Randy. Like I didn't realize, like,
because you're close.
I've
Like,
seen
you're-
it,
yeah.
but I see you all the time. So as it changed, it was progressive. But like seeing it back to back, I was just like, holy cow, that's a totally different Randy. It was you and Brian were on top of C3. So it actually was like 5.5 years ago.
Yeah, around
Um,
2000 maybe,
Yeah.
or 2020 rather. Sorry.
But we were on top of a building together, and like you're next to Brian, who was a little heavier set.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, holy cow, like, that's Randy.
Dude,
But yeah,
I was going through pictures yesterday because my phone is just perpetually full,
Mhm.
and then like right now with the trips, trying to upload stuff I had on my phone,
Yep.
like because I had phone, GoPro, my wife's phone, and the main camera all have content.
maxed.
So, dude, I've maxed out my phone 4 times this month.
Jesus.
Like where I couldn't take another picture. Like at one point, it wouldn't let me open the camera. So yesterday, I was like, man, my phone's still really full. I need to start uploading this stuff.
Mhm.
And I was uploading stuff for video I just uploaded for my nephew with the U of A game this weekend. So I dropped that video yesterday. So I was uploading stuff. I was like, I'm just I'm gonna scroll all the way back to the very beginning of my pictures and just start deleting shit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a picture of me. It's funny you mentioned Brian, so my old boss. So in 2019, when did I buy this Harley?
2020. It was after I started.
No, it was
here.
before COVID. I bought this bike before COVID.
I thought it was beginning of 2020.
No, it was like 2019. I
Okay.
came back in 20 to this division in 18. So in 19, I bought the bike. So April 1st of 2019, I bought this bike.
Gotcha.
And in 2020, I got the drag bike.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
So in 2019, I bought this. I traded in my first Harley for the Harley I have now that I just paid off. And the day after I got it on April 1st of 2019. April 2nd, I got T-boned on that bike on my way home. And the next week, so I took the rest of the week off because I was all banged up. The next week, I came back and Brian gave me that NWO championship belt.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, you're the dude, man, because you got hit by a car, and with it, you took, I think I took 3 days off. It was like the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I was back Monday, and I had serious nerve damage on my leg and my arm. Like I could barely walk. I was having a hard time, but I still came right back because we were in the thick of summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like summer was getting started. So because of that, he gave me this big championship wrestling belt, and he goes, "You're the tech of the month, dude." And that was the first time tech of the month was like a thing.
Yeah.
So he's like, "You're tech of the month." So I saw the picture of me wearing that belt standing out right outside of my truck at Plaza flexing. He's like, take some pictures, man. Send them to the big bosses, all flexing up. Dude, I was 185, maybe 190 pounds.
Yep. And it was shortly after that when I had that picture, just so you know.
Yeah.
'Cause I think it was beginning of 2020.
Yeah. So in like late 20, I really started hitting the gym big because that's when I was building my home gym. I started building my gym in January of 2020 when we got the house. That's when I started building the gym. A few months later, the world ended. So then I had time to like pour the slab, build the walls, put the roof on. Like it's an actual building. It's not just like a spare room in my house. We're in my spare room in my house. But I built the home gym, started buying equipment, and then really started putting in work. Because before then, I was going to gyms and I was trying to get big, and it was a matter of not having enough time in the gym. I'd go for like 2 hours after work, or an hour first thing in the morning before work. At like 4:30 in the morning, we'd go. But morning routine was just like a circuit, so it was like maintenance. And then evening times when we'd go was only like 3 or 4 times a week, was heavy work. And when I built my home gym, that's when I got big.
Yep.
And like that's when like I saw a picture. I was going through the pictures, because my nephew, who's the defensive end for Hawaii, my wife, because we have a screener, screened some shirts for us, and so it says, so it's just a U of H shirt, and then my wife screened. I know I saved the picture. I thought I saved the picture. Oh, it would be in, it's not in downloads. So my wife screened these shirts on the back of them that had he's number 57. So it was 57, and then above that she put uncle of 57, or uncle of Johnson III 57, and then auntie of Johnson III 57, and then we took pictures from the back. She sent them to me here. Where are they? They're right in here somewhere. Like, until I see these, I still view myself as a small person. And then she showed me that. And I'm like, Jesus, I am broad. Like, my back is big. But lats and shoulders are my favorite thing to work out. So, like, my arms are super small right now because I haven't been, I haven't really been lifting. But my back is... Daniel, I was talking to this with my kid the other day, because he's lost a lot of weight lately. And I was like, dude, like, your natural size, if you started working out with me, I could get you fucking big.
Yeah.
Like, I can get you big. And we were talking about it, and he was like, I'd like to be as wide as you. And I was like, oh, I can get you that wide. Like, I'm not that big. And then he was like, you're a potato. Like, he goes, you're a tortilla chip. I was like, what? And he goes, from the back, like, because my lats are wide, and they just taper real big. So, like, I only ever see me from the front. So I'm like, I've still got a power belly on me a little bit. Like, I'm down to like 230 or 235, but I know I'm still like kind of big. But I hit 265, 270. Like, I got big. And I could not wait to go do a comp. And then comp stopped for like a year and a half. So I was like, I'm at the like peak of my strength, and no one's doing comps. And then last year, for the one and only, God, I hope the only time in my life, I got gout because I was eating that much protein. Like, people think it's about sugar. No, it's protein. Protein gives you gout. All right, so
And we're back.
technical difficulties. But yeah, dude, I missed time, so I got gout, and I'm like, fuck, like I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
And then my foot's been killing me, dude. It's like for like the last year, my heel. And I started doing more and more research. No, it's plantar fasciitis.
Oh, yeah.
So the plantar is not designed to be stretched, and me getting to be that heavy, my body, my feet just started like, hey, so now I'm dealing with plantar fasciitis. Like, becoming that big to do what I wanted to do, like, just under my load of like 265 is a lot. But then every time I'm doing a 450-pound deadlift, like, and then, like, so everything I was doing, going under a squat, like, every time I was going into a full load on my feet, it's just tearing me apart. So I just started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm too old now. Like, I could go do the Masters. Like, I could put size back on, do the Masters, and that'd be cool. But I'm never going to be Arizona's strongest man. I'm never going to be able to go into a big show and win because I don't have height on me. Yep. Height is the biggest thing. Like, if I was 6'4", I would be competing. And if I had the freakish natural size of someone like Troy, I would do it. But even Troy's like going through his own health issues from just being that damn big. But Troy was hitting like 335.
Yeah.
Like, and we're the same. Like, I think I'm actually an inch taller than he is.
Yeah.
He's 5'9". Like, I'm 5'10", 5'11", and I think I'm 5'10".
Yeah, I'm 5'9" ¾ and you're taller than me by a little bit. I don't know if it's an inch.
Yeah, but just by a little.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm sub 6. So is Troy by quite a bit, but he's got that natural size on him. And then when he puts on size, so I asked him the other day because I'm constantly like picking his brain because he's been doing this for 15 years. Like, hey man, like real question, no bullshit, no sarcasm. How are your feet? He goes, dude, my feet are killing me all the time. I was like, okay, because I think I've got plantar fasciitis in my right heel, and I do most of my driving through my right. I'm right side dominant, so I tend to lead off a lift, especially a squat, off of my right. And he goes, yeah. He goes, I've got it. I've had it for years. Like it's just something you deal with. And I'm like, yeah, dude, my body's just taking a beating. I'm almost 40. Like I can't keep doing this to myself. So I think I definitely want to keep my back.
Yeah.
Like I want to slim down on my stomach. Even though my wife hates that idea, she loves it. Dude, when I was big, she's like, all right. I was like, I'm 265. She goes, we can get you to 3. She wanted me to hit 300 pounds so I could be dominant.
Yeah.
Like at 300 pounds, like dude, at 250, I was hitting my like deads I've never been able to hit.
Yeah.
Like I was hitting squats I've never been able to hit. Dude, my thighs, I had to upsize. I had to throw away so many clothes. Like all my XLs, like this is an XL, and it's kind of fits right. I'm a little swollen in it, but I have XLs I had to get rid of because I was just ballooning in them, and I looked like just a fat guy. Like, and then walking around, I just looked like a fat guy. My dad talks shit all the time. He's like, "Oh, you're just fat." I'm like, I could fucking lift a truck. Like, I'm strong, and in order to be that strong, you have to be that big.
Yep.
And like, so I know I'm gonna lose a lot of my like. I'm not gonna hit a 500-pound dead again. That's like, I don't think I'll ever hit that again. Like, I don't think my squats are gonna be as dominant as they were. Like, but I kind of realized late last year, I was like, I got to size down. I'm not going to hit that point anymore.
Yeah.
So, but I think my back will stay big. My shoulders will stay big. But I need to get my arms back up to size so I don't look so disproportionate.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, God, these little bitty arms, this fat fucking back.
I'm not gonna lie, going to the gym, like I hated when we could only go to the gym for like a half hour, 45 minutes.
dude,
like, cause we worked out for like a year-ish on and off together. It wasn't solid all the time, but there was like
but
months.
we had a lot of time.
But when we were going to, I don't know if we can name it. So it rhymes with M-A-itness.
San Diego Fitness.
We knew somebody who lived there who worked there, and we would work out after they were
hours.
closed.
Yeah.
And we would go like right after, and we would be there from like 9 to 11. Like
That
we'd
was
get like 2 hours of
amazing, dude.
no interruptions, and it was
Dude, and just
the best
dominating the
workout.
plates.
Yeah,
Because that was a time, I'll have to find that picture.
that's
'cause
when I
still
was.
have it.
That's when I was my biggest.
Dude, yeah.
for
like,
sure.
We were all strong as shit.
It was like 205, and I never took a body fat test, but I bet you I was sub 10 for sure.
Dude, I was low back
Yeah,
then. I was still low because I was still only like 190.
Yeah, I was like.
But I was
everything
repping
had,
out.
had
But I was
muscle.
repping out. But I would rep out a 430-pound deadlift all day long.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I had strength on me. But-
I'd have to do the math. What was that? I can't think right now. 135, 270, 315, 273, 315 with the bar, 345s. That was my max, and I did it 3 times. And I was stoked, dude. I was like, ah, monster.
I'll never forget because John and I were sitting there doing deads together, and we were pairing off. And he was like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, "He goes, what do you want to start with?" I said, "Put whatever you want on there." Like, because I know I can deadlift. Like, I know I'm a deadlift monster. It's my favorite. So I was like, whatever you want on there, bro. And so he kept sizing up, and John was bigger than me. But like weight-wise, he was bigger than me. And he was like, he just kept putting on. He was like, Jesus, dude, you can do that. I was like, I can keep going. And he was like, can you do over 400? And I was like, yeah. So he put 400 on, did it, and he's like, fuck. He's like, can you keep going? Like, absolutely, I can, dude. Let's go. So I think that day we did like 430 or 440. And he was like, Jesus. And I was like, yeah, bro, I can dead.
Yeah.
Like, I got the dead technique down.
So
Squat was still a little weak because I hated squats for a long time.
I'm gonna premise this with, I don't remember part of the day because I had too many beverages, but it was during my, I'm gonna call it the bad time in my life that you're aware of.
The dark ages.
Yeah, when I had a lot of stuff going on, and I got really, I went over to my brother's and I got really drunk really fast, and he's
Speed
like,
drinking.
so I guess we're not going to the gym tonight, and I was all, let's go. And so anything he was doing, I was doing better in my mind. In my mind. We were doing deads, and the next day I was done. I did not like. I think that's one of the only times that I wasn't hungover. Like, you know me. Like,
Yeah.
I've drank, never been hungover.
Lord knows I have.
But
Never seen so many
I was
deadlifters in a
so
trunk in my life.
sore. I was in bed all day because I could not move, and that's one of the only times that it's me doing something caused me to call out of work. It's only one of the only times, and I called out of work, and I was like, I can't. Like,
I can't move.
You sure you can't come in? I can't get to my truck. Like, I can't do it.
My hair growing hurts.
Somebody's got a wheelchair accessible vehicle, I'm in. But dude, I was doing it with Chadwick too, though.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
me, John, and
dude.
Chadwick, and I was like,
yeah,
they're
Chadwick's
like, you
a
can
big
do this.
boy.
I was like, sure.
Yeah, Chadwick's a big
Yeah.
homegrown boy too.
6'2", 6'3", probably 270.
Dude, back
think-
then I think he was a little bigger than that.
Yeah, he might have been. Yeah,
Like, that's a big
he was
boy.
lean though, is why I was saying.
Yeah, so yeah, at that time he probably
Well,
might have been like
lean
270.
for a big guy.
Yeah. The last time I saw him, he dropped a ton of weight.
Yeah, he went on a diet.
He said he's putting it back on though, being back a salesman.
Yeah,
Last time I talked to him.
I talked to him just about 2 weeks ago.
But we used to drink and go do racquetball.
That's yeah.
Dude, we used to drink and do a lot of stupid shit. Dude, this is the first time I had one of these last week when I got when you bought me the bottle. And sat down, drank it, and was like, this is amazing. But dude, that's like the first time I've had whiskey in over a year. Like, I went on like a whole like
Oh no,
Puritan
we had
thing.
some when
Oh, that's
David
right.
was over here.
That's right. So that was the first time in over a year. And
So-
then that was the first time since then, since Father's Day.
So we bought that bottle of Del Bach. I still have half of that.
I still have the whole bottle. I haven't touched it.
And I have half of that because I've shared it with people.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just me. Jackie has one every now and then. We'll have a drink together, and then we buy like a 12-pack because I hate
Shut up,
the
Peyton.
taste of water at night. And I know that sounds weird, but
I love water.
I never enjoyed water. Like,
love water.
if it's sweet tea or something, like, I like the flavor, but I can't stand water. I drink it, but I don't want to. So at night, like a seltzer, I'll drink a seltzer, so it's something that tastes different than water. And we'll buy a 12-pack, and it'll last with me and Jackie drinking them. More me than her, probably 40, 60, maybe 75, 25
Walter.
of them. But with that, it'll last us 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Like, I don't drink very often at all anymore. When we had those whiskeys over here, Jackie drove home. Like, it wasn't even very many, but Jackie drove home because I was like, I'm
David-
not even going to chance
David
it.
drank a lot.
And David did not drive home either.
He killed half a bottle of one of my bottles, dude.
Jeez.
Yeah, like by himself.
I only drank when you drank. Like, I didn't drink any other times.
I didn't want to drink as much as he was trying to make us drink.
Yeah.
And that video ended because that video's up. That video ended. I actually lost like 2 subs because of that video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of David. No one commented, but I posted that video and I got, I don't know, it was like 15 or 16 views, like pretty low views. But the day I posted it, that night, I got views and lost, I think, 3 subs.
Oh.
So it sent me backwards. So I was like, that's why I'm like,
Yep.
bro, you gotta like chill. Like, well, you can cuss every once in a while, but
Yeah.
like every other word, like I'm gonna lose people. Like, and I'm trying to gain people, and right now I think I'm gaining the most people off my RC stuff. So I don't know what age those guys are.
Yeah.
Like, that could be young dudes, that could be old dudes, but if you're in RCs, you're typically a pretty chill dude, so you may not want to hear that every other word.
Yeah.
Like, I do my best to curb my language in general anyway, and I have to at work most of the time anyway, so it's easier. Sometimes I know I start rolling and stuff slips out, but it's clearly not every other word. And with him, he's like, "Bucket, you're not getting monetized." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, but I want to be monetized.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to be growing. I would like for people to love what I've got going
If
on."
you
and
get
chime in.
monetized, do you have to delete all the old stuff?
No,
No?
I want to. If any, nothing's ever been flagged.
Okay.
So like, hopefully nothing ever does.
I know I've sworn on here, but I really try not to.
Yeah,
Well,
like I said, like every once in a while, something slip in. We're all adults. Like my channel is
for
made
yourself.
for adults. Yeah, we're over 21. So like, I just try not to because it's unnecessary. I know it turns a lot of people off.
Yeah.
Like people like my dad don't want to hear it at all, and I'm not going to do that. Like I'm not going to completely censor, but because then I'd have to go through and edit everything out, bleep everything, and that's a nightmare.
Yep.
But if I can just keep everything calm, like I love David's energy.
Yeah. He's
It's
high
good
energy.
for the show, bro. But curb the language.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if we're talking about some adult content, yeah, let some slip. It's okay. But every other word being an F word, which happens to me a lot in my day-to-day life. I mean, I used to be the biggest F dropper on the planet. And unnecessarily so.
I know. I remember you getting yelled at as a child.
Yeah, did it all the time,
I
dude.
remember
Like
my mom putting soap in my mouth because she heard you say it. And she thought that I said it.
catching strays.
And I just didn't rat you out.
Like I said, I was a wild person. But yeah, so what about you? Regrets. Same question, so we'll circle back to that.
As
Outside
soon
of
as-
children.
So this is the first one that popped into my head, and I don't know if it's probably my biggest, but it's the first one
Yeah,
that came
but,
to mind.
and that's same thing for me.
And I'm not saying this because of any other reason besides the weird situation it put me in when everything happened with my dad. But starting a business with John. Me and my brother went into business together. I wasn't on it, but I was on it. Like I did everything with him, and I tried to make everything work, and I bought a truck so we could pull stuff, and then we had some family stuff happen. You're aware.
Yep.
And all of the effort and everything I put into it just was gone. It didn't matter. And it really messed me up for a couple of years. Not like drinking wise, or like I didn't go down a bad hill. It set me back several years of my life. I feel like the way everything ended and how it ended, and not getting paid for some things and that kind of stuff that just, or at least not in a timely fashion ever. And like it messed
I
up
left
a lot
my
of
job
things. Yeah.
to be involved.
You were there.
Yeah.
And a lot of that messed me up for a long time. But I know how to do a lot of stuff because of that. Because I never, ever, ever in my life would have learned how to do drywall if it wouldn't have been for that job. Like
To be fair, he wouldn't have learned if it wasn't for YouTube.
correct. Well, none of us would have.
I knew.
Yeah, you knew from work. But you know what I mean? Like there was a lot of things that, we learned from YouTube. Yeah, we did things that we said we could do and didn't know how to do.
Yeah,
and did
we
them
got
anyway.
a lot of jobs we weren't qualified to get
But
as a team.
We always finished them. We always finished them correctly. And
The company always got paid.
yes,
We employees or you partner
yeah.
didn't always get paid.
And that was probably one of the biggest mistakes that I'm so happy happened. Because one, I got to work with you.
Yeah,
which,
the memories, bro.
yeah, I can't.
The memories
There's
alone
so
are
many things
priceless.
that were just so much fun. So like laugh still thinking about it back.
We did the last time you were here. We joked about the
Exactly.
sliding glass with the hammer,
That's
the bobcat in the house, like
there's so many things. Jumping into a pool covered in dust.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't. It was so
drinking
much fun.
margaritas cold or warm without ice.
But at the time, it was so stressful as well. And now that
Dude,
I'm
yeah.
past all that, and I have something break at my house, and there's very few things like
You can't just handle.
yeah, like there's one major thing, which is, do you say what you do on here? Like
I thought, I'm commercial HVAC.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I just
So
never dropped. The
I was
company
like,
name.
I don't remember.
Yeah. No, I talk about what I do.
So AC is not something I know. I don't know
Yeah, you've
it.
got
I've
no
never learned
experience.
it.
I did all the AC work when we were working together.
You helped me fix my AC recently.
Yeah.
That's I probably could have fixed the pan myself, but I know you can do it faster, and I appreciate the help. So I called you. But I don't call you if water breaks. I don't call you if I ask you questions about electrical to make sure, but I don't call you to come wire stuff for me. Like
Yeah,
I
you've
just
been
do it.
figuring it out. Yeah.
And I wouldn't have known any of that. And I can't tell you how many times in my life it's came in handy. Even Brian's house, Martinez. I don't know if you were there, but somebody went through the wall in his bathroom.
No, I heard about it. I wasn't there, but I did hear about it.
I repaired the drywall before his mom got back. Same day, hot mud, like fans in there, everything going. Like I did that, and it saved us from getting in trouble. Like I never would have had that stuff. So it's a big, huge mistake that probably never should have happened, but I'm really happy it did.
Yeah, life lessons.
Yep.
Sometimes we got to learn them the hard way.
It turned a $32,000 truck into a $110,000 truck at this point. So with all the
The 2012 that you still don't own.
exactly. Like, it caused a lot of headache, but that's the first one that popped into my head. And
That's fair, dude. That's I don't know, like I regret not getting paid off of 90% of that work. Like that sucks, but that was such a needed change for me because when I left working for Ford and they asked me not to leave by the end of that, and I was like, nah, I can't do this anymore. Like I needed a change. I needed different.
Yeah.
And that was the most different I've ever done. But I'm able to talk about that like so much with people. Like, you know, I talk about like, I mean, I've worked for all around Phoenix for my current employer, but that was different. Like I will never again have a job where I'm basically squatting in the home that I'm fixing.
but it was so much
Like,
fun at the time.
Yeah, like dude, like everything I look back on minus the money
Yeah.
is I look back on fondly.
Yep.
Like everything about it. We did a lot of radical stuff that I will probably never do again. But I do that. I mean, I do so much. My title is commercial HVAC tech. I do a lot for this company that has nothing to do with air conditioning or controls or mechanical, because I do mechanical
Pipe fitting. We don't do pipe fitting.
yeah, but I've done miles of pipe fitting, and with those, like tearing out beams, like tearing out, well, like there's just so much there that we did that I will probably never do again, and unless I decide to start flipping houses.
Yep.
But every time I think about that, I'm like, I don't really want to do that. Like I would rather just buy a property, do small renovations, and rent it out. Like I would want to do renting, not selling.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like I've got so many good memories doing that. The only thing that's ever sour to me is not making money.
And
Like,
that was rough.
Yeah.
The pay was.
like, but otherwise, I had a great time doing all that.
Oh, 1 second. I need you to look at this. That's my son's banner for soccer.
That's pretty cool. Coach Mike,
Ja-
Jake,
Jackie's building it right now. She asked what I thought.
Trayvon. I think it's pretty cool, dude. Like kids are gonna love that. Dragon, is that there? Are they dragons? What's the name
Yeah.
of it? Like the
Fire breathers.
The fire breathers. That's pretty rad, dude. Like young boys. Are you kidding me? Like, oh, I'm a fire breather. A dragon.
Sorry, I saw she texted
That's
me
cool,
and I
dude.
was like, "That is cool."
I
That's
like
one
it.
of the things we had to get done today.
That's really cool. Hell yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah. Sorry,
Dude. He's gonna lose
I
his mind.
apologize.
He's gonna lose his mind. Is his logo a dragon?
No,
Like on his shirt or whatever?
no, they don't have any. It's just red and black shirt.
Oh,
And so they had to come up with a name. They,
like, dude, looking
Fire
like
Breathers
Darth Maul, dude. Hell yeah.
that was pretty
They
cool.
could have been the Sith.
Yeah.
The little kids wouldn't really understand the premise of the Star Wars stuff, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool, dude. I like that. That's sharp. But yeah, like I don't know, man. The biggest one for me though is just who I used to be. Like I've lost sleep still. Like as a successful, completely different human. Like I am a different person. And every time my wife goes, oh, "I wish I'd have known you back then," I'm like, "No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you fucking don't." Like I've never classified myself as a womanizer, so I was never that guy. But like I would definitely drop a relationship like a hot rock the moment
Something went wrong.
something, and not even went wrong. Like I wish I was that simple. I wish I was just the guy who like came up against resistance
When
and
your
said
mind
left.
just changed.
But yeah, like that's it. Like I dated a girl back in the day, and like to this day, I don't know. Like one day I just looked at her and I was like, I'm not into this anymore, and broke up with her and fucked her up. Like she was unhappy and didn't talk to me for years, and I was like, I just woke up that day and was like, I'm not into this anymore. And that's who I used to be. Like I would just walk away from things. Like I would walk away from relationships, and not just romantic relationships, friendships. Like I would just, I'm done. We're done here. And it was never anything like, I guess I was callous. Like, and I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah.
But like, so I'm like, you wouldn't have wanted to know me. Like I'm a different person. And I'm happy that I'm a different person, and it gives me hope knowing that I could become a complete 180 in a lot of regards. Like there's still certain things about me, like my better traits that I still have that I kept, like my innocent childhood love of like cartoons and being and childlike wonder and being able to hang out with kids, and like when my kids were little, being the fun dad.
Underwater basket weaving skills.
Yeah.
Yes, they're-
And like when your kids are here, like I'm still the fun.
yeah,
Like
they love coming here.
I love the
I s-
childlike stuff, you know.
I said I was coming here, and they actually said, "Can we go?" And I was
So
like,
I love that, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's the stuff that I love that I still have.
Yep.
Like I'm still that, early 90s Disney, like, and when kids are around, I want them to have that same like wide-eyed optimism.
Mhm.
Like my house is full of toys.
Mhm.
Now it's not all toys kids can play with. But like, I mean, there's original Ninja Turtles still sealed over here off screen. Like, I'm still a big freaking kid. Like the one movie I'm looking forward to coming out, I think it's this year, maybe early next year, is Coyote versus Acme. Wile E. Coyote suing the Acme Corporation.
Oh,
Dude, I am so stoked for that. Like, I'm still a big kid.
Yeah.
Now I can be a gruff freaking person. Like I'm an asshole a lot of times to a lot of people who don't know me. Like I just come across as I'm blunt, and that's something I'm trying to carve out of who I am a little bit. And that's a slow process. Like there's always growth, but because of who I was, I'm capable of viewing myself through that lens of like, what's the term, not even like realism. Like I'm like I look at myself realistically,
Yeah.
from an objective point of view. So when people say something to me about my personality, like I'm never going to be offended by it.
Yep.
Like you can be like, bro, you're kind of a dick, and I'll be like, yeah, you're right. Yep. Like, and sometimes I might answer that in a way that sounds like I'm being dismissive, but I'm not. I'm just being accepting.
Yeah.
Like, but my tone can come across differently. But I'm like, no, I get it. Like I'm trying not to be, but
And-
like I still am.
And I understand where you're coming from too, because like when it comes to work, like it gave working with John all of those experiences and stuff. I love Danny to death, but Danny
So
is
do I.
Danny
he's different.
was just like his attention span, working with him and Jeremy Serrano and
Slow Kids.
some of the other people. What was that? Risky.
Rasky.
Rasky. Working with Rasky, working with all those guys made me feel so good about myself. Like it gave me the most confidence in the world, and I think that's how I was. Part of that is how I was able to move on and be like, I can do this. Oh, like moving to plumbing with Trent.
Yeah.
That was
Complete
e-
out of nowhere.
easy.
Yeah.
Though, because I was like, hey, I've done some of this. I know I don't know it all, but I've done some of this, so I'm at least familiar.
Yeah,
And it took me 2 or 3 months, and I was caught on, and I was doing good at it. Not great, but good. And after a year, I felt like I was fine. Like everything they asked me to do, I knew how to do.
Yeah, sink or swim
And-
didn't seem as scary.
And then same thing with car sales. Like I never would have got into car sales if it wasn't for Dan. I never would have, and I never would have got into car sales if it wasn't for the fact that like the thought of having a baby and not making enough money scared me more than going into car sales. And sales wasn't something I had done a ton. I had some experience in it, but moving to that was so much easier after looking back at all of that stuff. And I was just like,
Yeah, the whole progression.
dude, Danny sold that job that we did, and I sold 15 of them, and he was terrible at it.
Yeah.
It made me so much more confident in doing it. Not like I was cocky, but like,
Yeah, but
all right,
confidence.
I think I can do this, and so it was a terrible, terrible mistake, but it worked out. And
Long term. But
yeah.
but that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, especially kids today, is you have to look at the 1,000-yard view of 10 years down the road.
Yep.
Like, where's this going to take me 10 years from now? Or in cases like mine, how can I ever become financially independent? How can I ever, I came from a poor, broken home. I never saw myself as being a moneymaker. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be blue collar. I'm gonna be getting by.
I think that
never
didn't
thought.
help either, though, from your dad. And I'm not saying your dad didn't make money, because I know he made a decent amount of money back then. He was raising kids on his own and stuff, but he wasn't flashy either.
Yeah.
with what he had. He probably could have bought bigger TVs back then and bought bigger stuff.
Could have. Here's the thing. So he and I had
so-
this conversation. So in
changed your view.
in 1995, he was making $11 an hour. So you can do that in math, and that's still not a lot of money.
Correct.
Even for like differences. He was buying a house, raising 3 kids on his own. Like he was balling on a budget.
Yeah.
And throughout time, then he got remarried, had 3 more kids, and by that point was probably making $18 an hour in 2000.
Yep.
Like he was getting by, but never well off by any stretch.
Yeah.
And his wife didn't work, so it was still only his income.
Yep.
So then I look at that, and because we've had those talks, and when I say these things to him, it's almost like and I don't want to like say anything negative, but it's almost like he gets defensive. And I'm like, look, man, I'm not talking bad. Like
Yeah.
we never went without, but we ate a lot of hot dogs.
Yeah.
Like, like we had a lot of mac and cheese. We had a lot of
Ramen.
simple dinner, a lot of ramen. Like we were living poor. Like, let's just be honest about it. Like, I'm not trashing you. It's like you were like, I have a lot of respect for my dad for standing up and raising 3 little kids on it. My sister was still in diapers.
Yep.
Like raising 3 kids on his own. Because at the time, he was working the mines until he took the job he has now. Like, he would work in the mines making no money
And
as
he
an
still had to
electrical
worry about
foreman.
picking everybody up. And
Yep. And he was working nights. Like, it's like we travel all the time. So like I'm never judging you.
Yeah.
I'm just stating a fact. We were poor.
Yep.
And coming from poor and pissing my education away and like having zero interest in being successful at all, which is my fault, like not his. But I'm like, I already didn't believe I could really make it being anything. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to kind of get by and be a poor person my whole life. And so I just kind of like, why even try? So to go from that to like him having my back and helping me get into my career, like, and helping me get like a start everywhere I've, in a lot of places, not everywhere, but in several places, he's like helped me get my foot in the door. But they were still careers that I never would have made a lot of money in. But he still was like, hey. So it took me finally going, hey, I want to become something to finally get there. And now I'm finally here. Now I'm still not rich. Like, let's not get it confused.
No, but you don't eat hot dogs and stuff every day.
Yeah.
That's the same. Just comparing it to what you
Yeah,
were.
dude,
like,
I'm way more successful than I ever thought possible for me. Like, I know this is a pipe dream.
Oh, yeah.
Like at 22, I was like, I'm never gonna own a house. I'm never gonna like, dude. So I got a series because I'm real big into RCs. I got a series where I've got an X Max. An X Max is a $1,400 RC. I never thought I'd own one. Now I bought mine for $200, and I've spent money on it to get it running. And I could have bought it. Like I could go buy that brand new. I'm just not going to.
Yeah,
because
you
I
don't
have
wanna wait.
bills. Like I'm not gonna stretch myself thin. But I own an RC, and then yesterday I drove to Phoenix, which already like I would have never like dude, drive to Phoenix, like
To
that's a
buy
lot
that
of gas
now, yeah.
money. And I drove a diesel to Phoenix when diesel's like $3.60 a gallon. Like, so I drove to Phoenix to pick up another $1,400 RC that I dropped $600 on. Like $600 on a car, on an RC car, was unfathomable to me 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'm never gonna $600. Like, I bought used RCs for like next to nothing and was like getting by with like spare parts and things like that. Now I've got a fleet. I think I'm at close to 25 RCs now.
Yep.
Dude, I went and drove yesterday to pick one up, and Butch just dropped one off to me today.
Yep.
Like I've gotten 2 RCs this weekend that are things I never thought I'd be able to buy. Like, and I know that sounds like stupid to some people, or like I don't know, maybe even
No, it's
too
not.
first world. But bro, I got spare parts here that I never thought it. Like, dude, just $25 for spare parts. I'm like, I'm never gonna have $25 to spend on something stupid.
Yep.
Like the most I could dream of was like a used PS2 and a couple of used video games. And dude, I've got abundance. Like, and I'm aware of that. I've got, I don't know, probably $4,000 worth of motorcycle helmets in that cabinet right now.
Yep.
I've got $500 worth of vests hanging on the back of my door. Like, I haven't been on my motorcycle in 6 months.
Dude. me and Jackie were just talking about this because, I
And
mean,
I'm not
growing-
bragging. I'm
Yeah.
just I'm so overwhelmed with what I have.
we were talking about like we've been together for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And there's still a lot of things we haven't talked about.
Should have killed her 8 years ago.
I did. Just kidding. Just kidding. But there's still a lot of things we never really talked about. Like I mentioned stuff in like Desert Industries. We talked about it, and she's like, "Oh, this place, blah blah." I was like, "Yeah, we went there all the time as a kid. Like that's where we got our food. Like, you know." And like just the other day, it was probably a couple months ago. I say the other day, but she said something, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember like not having power in our house. Like power would get turned off for 2 weeks till my dad could afford to turn it back on." And then she was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." Like that kind of stuff happened often to us. Like we weren't. I still had a roof. My parents always had candles. Like it's not. it wasn't ideal, but like we survived. I didn't even like. Even now, I don't look back and think, "Oh, you're garbage for not being able to have power."
Yeah.
Because my dad was the only one working, and he was raising me, John, taking care of my mom, and then Mike and Lisa and their families and kids and
Yeah, people
even
started
extended
moving
family
in.
were moving in. We had 14 people in the house at one time. And my dad was the only one working.
Well, and then back then, I was there all the time eating all of your food. And not to get sidetracked, but I had a cup of ramen yesterday. And I haven't had one in forever, but I saw we had some, and I was like, I'm going to have a cup of ramen. And I was like, I ate so many of these at Nick's house, and I started feeling guilty, bro. I was like, I ate so many of these at your house because my dad didn't buy anything like that. That was luxury to me. And I was like,
And we didn't buy it either. We got it from DI.
dude, and I was like, I ate so many. Like, how was I ever welcome in that house?
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to get
Yeah,
you,
no.
but like, I'd mow through
And
food over there.
My parents would buy the more expensive things sometimes.
You got like Lucky Charms,
Yeah.
and I got like the Malto meal or whatever whatever that big bag of knockoff cereal.
Your dad was much better with his money though. Like
Yeah, he was frugal.
We shouldn't
Frugal
have
as
bought
hell.
those cereals. We should have bought the other stuff so that then the power would have stayed on. And like thinking back, like I don't judge my parents. They only know what they know.
Yeah.
And like my mom's apologized to me, my dad's apologized to me. Like it is what it is. But she didn't know any of that had really happened, and I was like, I don't like it's never came up organically. It's not like I'm like gonna come to you and be like, oh, poor me, you know. Like, what do you want me to say? And like, there's a lot of
Help
things
me,
that,
I'm poor.
from our childhood that were not the greatest. Like I remember supposed to be having a party at our house, but then the water got turned off, and so we changed it to I think Deirdre's house.
Yeah,
And I didn't want to tell anybody because I was like, crap, my water's off. This sucks. Like I don't want to have anybody over. But I also remember some of our other friends would be like, hey, my power's off. Can I come to your house and take a shower? Like it was pretty common for a lot of our
yeah,
friends
dude. We
out
were.
there.
Well,
Like,
I
not
mean, we were in the
comparing-
poorer part of Arizona, dude. Like
Yep.
the
It
valley,
was-
dude. The valley it's a very poor place. Still kind of is.
Yeah,
Where my
it's
dad's
getting
at
a
is
little
still.
better.
It's getting better, and it's definitely booming. But it's like the tertiary, like the outer.
Yeah.
Like where my dad still lives in the place that.
Well, it's always going to get better in the places outside where they can build new and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's just in the area where it's
It's
older.
still because a lot of the same people are still there. A lot of the same families are still there.
Yep.
Like, so there's not a lot of growth.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's definitely gotten way better. Like,
Yeah.
and his like he's making really good money now. And he was like, "Oh, I'm still poor. Buy me lunch." Like, kiss my ass, dude.
I know what you
But
mean.
like, dude, like it's so bizarre. And what's funny is when I think about this stuff from time to time, and I don't think like I'm hamstrung by it. I'm not like I had a good childhood.
Oh no, I'm so
Like-
happy about mine. Like when everything I said, again, not complaining about
Yeah,
it.
just stating
I
facts.
think it humbled me actually more.
It kept
so
me
now.
humble.
Like,
It kept me humble.
now I'm grateful for the things. Like I've never had to have my power off now, and I am I'm grateful for that. Not that I ever give anybody hassle for it, but
Dude, my electricity bill's so fucking high.
it is. And but you can always pay it. And
Yeah.
that's, like that.
Well,
is
and
like
it's
a
kind of my
success for
fault
me.
too, bro. Like, I mean, this room's an addition to my home. My home has 2 major additions to it. This AC is separate from the house AC, so like when that runs, that's more power. I added a big AC to my shop because I got a large shop that wasn't air conditioned, and I work in air conditioning. I'm not going to work in the heat when I'm at home. Like I get paid to do that. I'm not doing it for free at home.
Yep.
So like I added an AC. So when I'm out there a lot, AC's running, that's increasing my bill. Like, it's always paid. We're never worried about it. Like, it's such a stark contrast.
Yep.
And I've tried to explain that to my kids because I think every generation, because I know my dad grew up really poor because there were six kids.
Yep.
Six kids for him. His dad was the only one working that I'm aware of. I think my grandma worked from time to time.
But
I
back
don't
then,
remember.
that
But they
wasn't
also,
a lot anyway.
yeah, both of my grandfathers were electricians for Brown and Root, owned by the Johnson family. The Lyndon B. Johnson's wife, her family owned it. So, but back then the thing was, and none of my friends have ever experienced this. It's kind of weird. Everyone I've ever talked to doesn't know what this is like. But both halves of my family, my mom's family and my dad's family, their parents worked for Brown and Root as electricians. Both my grandfathers were like master electricians, industrial, and they traveled for work. Like, you'd build this power plant. That's what they did. They built power plants. They built this power plant in Tuscaloosa, Mississippi, and then then you get laid off, and the next job the next plant that company was building was in Arkansas. So you'd relocate your family to Arkansas. You'd work there for a year or two. That job would finish. You'd move to, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, that's why my brother was born in New Mexico, and me and my sister were both born here.
Yep.
My dad was working the mines here. I was born, and then went to a power plant in New Mexico. My brother was born. Went back to the mines here. My sister was born.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my dad lived all over the place. Like, but he lived in the South a lot. So, like, he talks about his Mississippi years. He talks about his Alabama years. Like, he talks about his Georgia years. He's lived all over the place. So, because both of my families travel all the time, that's how my parents met. Was their parents, but both their dads were constantly moving to the same job sites. So it's really interesting. So all of my aunts and uncles on both sides of my family grew up together.
That's pretty cool.
So they didn't meet after my parents got married. They grew up playing together. So it's kind of interesting. Like, the family dynamic's kind of cool that way. So, like, oh yeah, man, I remember, Susan when she was, 7 years old. We would play whatever. We'd go out in the swing set or whatever. But they both grew up poor because they're both from really big families, lots of kids. So my dad would talk about that, and I know that the thing he did, like, there's always a progression to generations if the family is thinking about it at all.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, I grew up with nothing. Like, we moved all the time, so I can only take, like, my clothes. And so he tried to step up and give me things that he didn't have as a kid.
Yep.
And then I continued that, and I hope my kids continue that. So, like, my kids grew up with, like, Nikes on their feet. I grew up with Kmart shoes.
Yep.
Like, and got bullied ruthlessly by all my friends who were rocking, like, Adidas and, like, shell clams, like, shell toes and, like, shit like that. And I'm showing up with Kmart shoes, and everyone knew they were Kmart shoes. And, like, so being bullied like that, I didn't do that to my kids. My kids grew up with, when Under Armour became a thing, they started wearing Under Armours. Like, your kids, that's what they've always had. My kids started off with, like, Nikes.
But that's only
Reebok
because
Classics, Chucks.
Kohl's right now has a 40%, an extra 50%. Like, whole outfit was like $6. That's the only reason they have it.
but I'm saying, though, like, they're growing up, like,
Yeah.
our kids are growing up with name brand shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any of that. My dad bought us Wranglers, so we grew up cowboys because my dad's hardcore cowboy. So, and then we lived on a farm, so then they were just practical. But I was the only one. All of our friends were wearing everything else, so I got bullied all the time. And now that we're adults, all my friends think they're cowboys.
Yep.
And now I'm like,
I've noticed
and now
that.
I'm wearing beach shorts all the time, and, like, I've gone the other way, and I'm like, yeah, man, but I can put it on. I've still owned lots of cowboy boots. I still own, all my pants are still Wrangler boot cuts. I just don't wear pants all that often anymore because I wear them all day at work. I don't want to have to wear them in my off time.
I don't wear them as often as I can.
But, like, I've
Yeah.
gone the other way. But then I watched Kevin. Kevin bullied me ruthlessly for wearing shit kickers and Wranglers and,
Now
like,
he wears
pearl
these.
snaps. And then, like, every time I see him, he's wearing square toes, Wranglers, and pearl snaps. I'm like, bro, that's what I was wearing when I was 7.
Yep.
Like, and you bullied me ruthlessly until I was like 16, and finally was able to start buying other clothes.
I better get going.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, like life has been a beautiful thing, man. But I look and I've just got abundance. And I mean, for me personally, I give all that glory to God, like, because that's the other thing is I became a devout man. Like I was a godless heathen, and around the time I started, like, all right, yeah, there's something up there. I started kind of because I was raised being forced to go to church, so I rebelled hard, and like I was even forced to get baptized, and like, not to get too preachy, but that's a personal decision.
Yep.
You're supposed to make that. That's you accepting God. Like you have to do that for you. And I was forced. And so that made me like run
Push
the other
back.
way
Yep.
hard, dude. So but then once I realized like I can't fix this. Like I can't fix my life, the trajectory I have on my own. On my own, I have pissed away every opportunity, and I had lots of opportunities. Like I had opportunities to get really good careers in high school and pissed all that away. Like I'm clearly doing this wrong. I need something that I can rely on that isn't my dad, because my dad, like, we just do this.
Yep.
Like, I need someone that can guide me and help me make those decisions that I'm clearly not going to make on my own. Whether I'm capable or not doesn't matter. I won't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a moron. So, like, I need something to be accountable to, and something that can guide me and be that Jiminy Cricket for me. And then I started, like, well, let me look into this God thing, and started, reading the Bible and going, okay, that makes sense. Like, this makes sense. Like, when you read the whole thing and you're not just like, oh, dude got swallowed by a whale, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually read the message, you're like,
Yeah, we were
Dude,
just
this
talking about
makes
this the other
sense,
day
bro.
too. And
Like-
you read it at one point in your life, and it means one thing, and then you can see how it could mean others. And 2 years later, like
yeah, when your
it's-
life is in
yeah.
a different circumstance. And that's what I started doing, and things started clicking. And then I started looking. And this is around the time I started becoming introspective and really looking at my life from the macro, 1,000-yard view. And I'm like, okay, and started getting that guidance. And then that's when life started popping for me, bro. That's when everything just started. Holy crap, I'm in a solid career. I'm doing well. People value what I have to say. Like, people trust my opinion. I'm making money. Like, things just started shifting in this huge way, and has ever since. So, like, without God, man, I'd still just be, in my opinion, a sack of shit. Like, I call I'm constantly, I'm hard on myself. And like when I talk to my dad about like who I used to be, I'm like, I was a piece of shit. And he goes, I wouldn't say that. And I was like, no, I was a fucking scumbag. Like, I don't like me. I look back and detest who I used to be. And because in my personal belief, and people probably tuning out at this point, but like for me, that walk with God like turned everything around for me and has given me vast abundance. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. But yeah, that's the regret. And I know this has been a long-winded conversation getting there, but yeah. Sorry, you touched on something that's like near and dear and sticks to me pretty
No, I get
hard.
it. I get
So-
it. We've talked about that a lot together, and
Yeah.
I'm not devoted like that. I have beliefs, my own beliefs, but I understand where they come from, if that makes sense, because of where I came from, where I was devoted as a kid for a very long time. So I understand a lot of it.
Yeah, you dirty Jack.
Eh.
Hi, brother. Well, I know you got to get going.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, man. Glad
Yeah,
you
no
made
problem.
it. Glad you made it.
I'll try to make it over again in less than 2 months.
Well, if you've made it this far, thanks for hanging out. Tucson, Arizona. I've been Randy.
I've been Nick. I'm changing
I'm
apparently.
not going to be anymore. All right, thanks for hanging out.
Later, guys.